Blue Cross Blue Shield of Wyoming, they are the ones that present our weekly Wyopreps.com Athlete of the Week award. And one of the winners this week for the girls is Carly Sabey, the junior from Lyman High School, as she had two big goals and an assist in a 3-2 win in conference play against Mountain View last week. And that included the game-winning goal with 20 minutes left. And Carly joins me. And first of all, congratulations on the win. I know it's always good to beat the rival, isn't it?
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about what it took to win last week and how big of a win was that for your squad early in the season?
It definitely was a big win. We all wanted it super bad. We've never beat Mountain View before, and we all just worked super hard, and it just paid off.
Talk a little bit about for you two goals. Take me through both goals. What was how did the play kind of come together for your first goal in the match?
I just had a lot of good passes from the teammates, and our passes were really connecting that game, and I think that's what led to our goals.
For you, describe that game-winning goal with about 20 minutes left. What kind of unveiled there on that play?
I was just like, we just need to win this. I was like, whoever scores, it doesn't matter, but we just got to get another one because we really wanted to win, and I think everybody wanted it so bad that we just connected enough.
Okay, so for you, kind of describe the play. What happened on that? Do you remember?
I think it was when we were just our teammates, we were going down the field and we just had a really good pass to the center and it just happened to go in.
What type of momentum do you think that gives the squad?
It really helps our team. We definitely needed that confidence booster, and it really helps our team to realize that we can actually win these games. And I think it's a lot of help for the rest of the season.
How would you describe the Lyman Eagles girls soccer program this year?
I think we're definitely improving. We've got a lot of good girls on the team, and we're working hard every day to just improve. And you can definitely see the improvement on the field.
What have you kind of worked on just individually in your game to improve this year? What's been your focus?
I focus a lot on footwork and making good passes so that we can score and just get it up the field.
A lot of teams around the state know that you're one of the offensive weapons for Lyman. How do you kind of handle that match in and match out?
I just try not to think about it. And if I'm getting teamed up on, I just pass the ball and we just figure it out as the game goes.
Obviously, it's really early in the season, but what do you see around 3A girls soccer, particularly in the West Conference this year?
Definitely competitive. You definitely have to win as many games as you can to be able to make it to state, but it should be fun.
All right. Well, congrats on a great game against the rival Mountain View, and appreciate you taking a few minutes to chat with me about our Athlete of the Week award.
Thank you.
We continue talking here at Wyopreps.com about our Athlete of the Week honors presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Wyoming. And one of our female winners this week is Isabel Vasco, sophomore at Green River High School, who scored not one, not two, not even three. We can keep going. It's like the LeBron James thing or whatever. Isabel Vasco scored 10 goals last week. How do you score 10 goals in a match? Let's start
Yeah,
there.
we played, everyone played well. I got to give credit to my teammates, whether it was the midfield playing a through ball or combination with our forwards, they set me up with some good chances and I ended up scoring most of my shots. And, I have to give credit to the Pinedale team. They didn't quit. They played to the final minute. But yeah, overall, it was a good game.
Were you the only one shooting? I got to ask that question. I mean, literally
Um,
10 goals out of 13?
yeah, I take a lot of shots. Yeah, so
All right, I guess it's kind of the game plan, so to
yeah.
speak. Okay, all right. So 10 goals, career high, school record. You've got to be probably getting close to the school career record already, knowing as many goals as you scored last year and already off to this start. What is, where does your love for soccer come from?
I've been playing it ever since I was little. My dad played soccer throughout college, So ever since, I could walk, he put a soccer ball at my feet and I've been playing like competitive since I was 7. So, I've just grown to love it.
Obviously, that was a big win to win 13-1.
Yeah.
Kind of describe, you mentioned your team playing good through balls. What does coach have you doing that gives you an opportunity to get that many goals in a game? Where does that
Yeah,
come from?
in practice, we've been practicing a lot on like possession and passing. So, we know passing is pretty much the game of soccer. And we've been looking on like if I make a run, they would play a through ball. And then if I don't get to it, I either play a drop ball back and they can score. So just passing creates a lot of opportunities.
You did have 2 assists in the game, so you did
Yeah.
pass to your teammates. I'll say that much. For you, what have you been working on and focusing on here into year 2 at the high school level?
Yeah, I've been focusing on like, my physical side of the game, being conditioned because we don't have very many subs. Our team's pretty young, and so we don't have a lot of subs. So I've been working on that piece, and then just shooting, finishing around the box, and you don't get a lot of chances, and with teams that have good defense, so you got to finish the ones that you get.
Speaking of that, you're at the top of everybody's scouting report. How do you handle that as a player?
Um, like I know that, but I think I just got to keep working and rely on my teammates, because if I like create a lot of attention, that will make sure that they're open. And if I can get them the ball and they can put in the back of net, a goal's a goal. So,
All right. What are your thoughts on the 3A West and how competitive it will be this year?
oh yeah, it's pretty competitive. Cody lost a lot of girls, but they're still really athletic, and they're always coached well. And Pal's good too. They didn't lose many players, so it's pretty tough. But I think as the season progresses, we'll be able to compete with them.
Did you learn anything a couple weeks ago at the Pinnacle Cup about some of the competition? I know you didn't play Cody or see them because they weren't part of the tournament, but I mean, besides you, 8 other 3A schools there, what did you learn?
Yeah, we learned a lot. We learned we had to like fix some things. And we just learned that, we can't compete with them. Warland's a good team and we lost 4-1, but I think we can compete with the top teams. And we've also learned like, yeah, we got to keep working on like the passing part and the transition part of the game. But I think we learned that, we can compete and that got our confidence up.
Well, congratulations on 10 goals. Wow.
Thank you.
That one blows my mind in a single match. I don't know if that's a state record or not. I don't track those type of things, but and congrats on being our athlete of the week. Thank you for taking a few
Thank
minutes to
you.
chat about it.
Yeah, thank you.
Our friends at Blue Cross Blue Shield of Wyoming, of course, present our Wyopreps.com Athlete of the Week honors each week throughout this 2023-24 school year and even into the summer later this year. But this week's boys winner is Nash Piekkola, a junior for the Mountain View soccer team, won 2 big games last week. And Nash, thanks for joining me. Congratulations on the honor. First of all, take me back and what did the 2 wins mean to you and the team last week?
I think they meant a lot to us. Like, we needed these 2 wins for the first time in history to start a winning record. We've never had that in Mountain View history. So I think we really dug in and took that like to a personal level to make that happen.
We'll talk a little bit about your week. I think 5 goals, couple of assists. You had a hat trick. Describe, how do you think you played?
In the first game against Pinedale, I think I played pretty well. I got that first goal within 10 minutes, a beautiful ball from the back line. And that second goal, we were tied 2-2, and looked up, I saw 1 minute left. I'm like, we have to score. Like, this is our chance. So I dribbled into the ball, got a foul, and drew a PK.
Yeah, a little bit of controversy there if you're Pinedale, I guess, but if you're Mountain View, it was a good call. So what goes through your mind on a PK like that, especially high pressure stakes? I know it's not quite a shootout, but still last minute of the game.
I take a deep breath and I try not to shoot as hard as I can because I realize a PK is advantage towards the shooter. So I always try to hit those corners and just take a breath.
Next day, you guys come right back. You're right back on the pitch, and this time though, you're able to take down the rival Lyman. That's always a good feeling to take down the rival.
Yeah, it was. I think we came in and we knew we had a goal. Like, our objective was to win. I think we took it to them. Like, we controlled the ball majority of the game, and we got that first goal within 10 minutes. And then I realized I wanted to score. I wanted to win. So I just I kept taking it and eventually got that hat trick later on in the game.
What does that mean to a soccer player to get a hat trick in a game from your perspective?
It's a pretty big achievement. A hat trick is kind of harder to do, especially when you have 11 players coming at you. So to get a hat trick, it's a big achievement. Checking that off the list.
All right. Well, congrats on that one. For you and this team, where do you think you guys have improved the most in terms of just your style of play and your quality of play?
We started connecting through the middle more. I think we started getting our heads up and trying to hit passes and moves. We used to just hit it from the back line, try to hit it over the other defense, but we're trying to connect through the middle to get those through balls through to the wings.
Where do you feel like you've improved the most, and what have you been really focusing on with your game individually?
I've been trying to take like less touches on the ball and trying to look up to get a pass to another player to open up a shot for them.
Okay. I got to ask you the weird question. What's it like to play for your mom?
It can be hard at times. Like, try not to get mad at her because, we come home, we talk about the game, and then try not to get frustrated with her on the field because I got to take a step back and realize she's the coach and not my mom at the moment.
I gotcha. I gotcha. For you guys, how do you feel like you can compete in a tough 3A West, Nash?
I think we can hold their ground. I think we would be able to take it to those teams and put up a fairly good match.
And then, in terms of closing that gap between the upper echelon of the West and where you guys are, what do you think? What do you think is that kind of area of improvement for you guys? What's the next step for you guys to do that?
I think get everyone to our first touches. We're still working on that. I think if we can really dial those in, we'll be able to take it to the next level.
Nash, thanks so much. Great job last week, and congrats on being our athlete of the week.
Thank you.